Heart Check Love Check by Momo Smiley. The moment you attempt to determine why another is doing what he or she is doing or not doing, you have given it significance. The moment you choose to determine you know why someone is saying what he or she is saying or not saying, you have given significance. Keep in mind, nothing has the power to hurt you until you attach a negative significance to it and make it about you. Another person's actions, inaction, what they say or don't say, are only as significant to you as the judgment you pass on them. The judgment you make is based on your choice and decision about why you think that person did or said what he or she did or didn't do or said or didn't say. The degree of pain, insult, injury, and offense you experience from the actions or inaction of another, or from what they say or don't say, is based solely on the judgment you have passed on them. Therefore, the judgment you pass on them is your assumption or opinion of why he or she did what they did or said or didn't say. Passing judgment causes us to react to situations and circumstances inappropriately. Judging others dissolves, weakens, distances you from others by your choice, which sabotages relationships you otherwise could be enjoying that Daddy God brought into your life. If you notice you keep feeling disconnected, distant, or wounded by others, have you ever considered you may be an accomplice to your own pain? Have you ever considered you may unknowingly be in an unhealthy and unloving cycle of passing judgment on others, including yourself? Have you ever thought maybe, just maybe, your judgments of others is what is causing you the loss of close connection with friends, family, or those with whom you were formerly close to? Have you realized that only God knows what is or isn't in a person's heart and why or why not they do or don't say things they choose? How does it make you feel when others judge or assume to know your heart better than God and falsely call your heart into judgment based on their assumptions or accusations of you? It hurts, doesn't it? It doesn't feel like love. And truth is, it's not love. When you choose to judge yourself or another person, even God, you bring pain to your own heart to the degree and measure you have judged and have assumed to know why and have given negative significance to whatever or whomever you are judging. Remember, only God knows why people do or say what they do or say. People do and say the things they do and say because of what's going on or not going on in their hearts. Basically, their hearts tattletale on them. Remember, people don't do or say what they do or say because of you. So, their behavior is purely a reflection of their hearts and what is going on or not going on in their hearts. Their behavior or choices have to do with them, just the same as your behavior and choices have to do with you and not them. Always remember, others people's behavior is not a statement or reflection of you. Their hearts are revealing and sometimes tattletaling on themselves. When you choose to judge and make it about you, to the degree you judge it to be about you, to that degree and more you bring pain to your heart. Feeling disconnected from others with whom you used to be close to? Judgment is a major disconnector. Judgment cuts, divides, and wounds you and erodes relationships. You can be close to someone one day and then they judge you and are distant the next. Before you even know it, the one who judged you turns around and cuts ties with you, severs connection, ceases communication, all because they judged something about you to be something negative about them that wasn't even about them. They decided the whys and gave negative significance to it, then they got offended over their own assumptions and totally pulled back or out of a relationship with you. What if instead the offended one had not judged, not assumed to know why, not given negative significance to whatever happened, and not made your behavior or choices about them? Just what if love ruled instead? What if love was the only choice? What if giving the benefit of the doubt was given? What if before getting offended and taking something personally, the person simply made the love choice to ask questions to help bring understanding? What if love was the absolute only option you or others were willing and chose to make? What if everyone stopped judging and just chose to keep loving, living in unity, harmony, being and staying in peace with one another because love was their ultimate priority? Think of the beautiful relationships that would have been salvaged, spared and restored if love was everyone's ultimate and only choice. It absolutely breaks my heart to see how judgment has played a major factor in so many relationships dissolving and breaking up, family and friendship conflicts, confrontations and division in and outside of the body of Christ. We are the body. We are family. We are brothers and sisters, the family of God. Unity, harmony, peace, close relationships and being family and love to all is Daddy God's heart. Love is His idea. That is why He encouraged all of us to not judge. Read Matthew 7. I want to be Daddy God's love in the body of Christ and also to the world. Judgment on either or both sides of a relationship completely works against heart-to-heart connections, making relationships heartsick, broken and either grow stagnant, distant or extinct. This is so very sad to my heart. It breaks my heart every time you turn around and someone else has judged something once again, gets offended, and there goes yet another relationship because they hold so tightly to their judgments, views and opinions rather than choosing love and heart-to-heart connection with others. Instead of looking at others as the reason you feel disconnected or feeling like you lost a close friend or relationship, what if instead you choose to look within your own heart? What if you choose to stop the pain by stopping all judgment? Your whys are your judgments. Only God knows why people do what they do or say. Only He can see the heart. What if you let God be God and not try to figure out all these WTRs, which are your judgments you have come up with about others? What if instead you choose to release all offense, all cases your heart has built against and charged others with, which are your judgments and potentially your unresolved pain and wounds, creating imaginary and negative judgments, all stemming from your unhealed heart? You can't see rightly and the truth until you heal your heart with God's love. And then choose to love and see others with God's love. Love is God. God is love. Did you know that your unresolved pain is your window to how you see and experience others in the world around you? Also, your window to the world is where your past will always equal your future. So, make a decision to walk in love and forgiveness, not judgment and condemnation. Therefore, choosing to walk in love is the key to your freedom from the pain of the past, present, and future. So, when you choose God, you are choosing love over judgment. You are choosing ultimate freedom, ultimate peace, ultimate connection with love Himself, yourself, and others. The ultimate and best relationships with others is when both sides choose love. Love lives in the judgment-free zone. Love dies with your negative judgment. Now let's look at the other side from the vantage point of the one being judged. Love doesn't take on the offense of others. So, when someone is judging you, you can still choose love, which is a judgment-free zone. You will choose to not take on the judgments and offense of others. Remember when Jesus was on the cross, He said, "Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do." Jesus, the innocent one in the most intense pain anyone ever has experienced in his whole being at the hands of others who were intentionally hurting, wounding, punishing him, Jesus still chose love, the ultimate. He forgave them for what I call their know-nots. Why? Because Jesus and God the Father value connection and relationship with us more than anything. If Jesus forgave all of us for our know-nots before we were ever even born, I believe Jesus' forgiveness ability, His mercy which gives us better than we deserve, will enable us to forgive others for their know-nots too if we choose love. If you really want to move forward and get out of the painful cycle and division judgment brings to yourself and in your relationships, I encourage you to read How to Stop the Pain by Jim Richards. I promise you will never regret choosing love, the judgment-free zone. As you choose to release the pain of offense, love yourself and others with Daddy God's love, you will see your relationships experience the ultimate connection He desires you to have with Him, yourself and others. It's time to stop projecting and blaming others. Release and let go of the pain of your judgments. Stop your judgments and let God be God. Own your part in judging others, which is causing division in your relationships. By doing so, you will enjoy sweet fellowship and deeper connection with others. When you stop your judgments, you are choosing to stop the pain your judgments have caused your own heart, and you will stop the pain you have brought to others that you have judged. It's a win-win because love always wins. When you stop judging God, yourself, and others, your eyes and heart will be open like never before. You will see more clearly. You will hear judgments going on all over the place, and you will see the disconnection and division it causes others in their relationships. When someone judges you, you won't own their judgments anymore. You will be free. Rather than taking on or owning their judgment of you, you will be free from offense and free from the pain their own heart's unresolved pain which is feeding their judgment of you once caused you. You cannot control others' choices. However, you are able to choose to be love, to stop the pain your own judgments and judgments others have formerly caused you. Love is the best choice. Love always wins. Love chooses to believe the best about others. Love chooses to let God, who is love, be your heart's thinker, doer and speaker. I choose love, to think, speak and be love. I invite you to stop the pain and choose love too. You don't have to suffer or be in relational or personal pain that comes from judgment. Choose love, and the pain and suffering and relational pain judgment caused you and others will stop. Be free. Be love. Don't judge. Heart to heart in His love. Momo Smiley.